Rob Hatter. You are now tuned in to the Chop Shop. I'm Retro. Let's get it. We in the Chop Shop. We live in the Chop Shop. We talking sports talk. We live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop. I'm talking sports talk. So turn your dials up. It's live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop. We live in the Chop Shop. We talking sports talk. We live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop. I'm talking sports talk. So turn your dials up. It's live in the Chop Shop. Yeah, it's lit in the Chop Shop. Turn your dials up in the drop top. They ain't based to debate, but they keep it fact straight. Going 30 for 30. Let's do a first take on Facebook Live from 12 to 2. Rob Hatter and Jim Hicks going back and forth like Carter Ray and Skip Bayless and Stephen Smith. From on the court, off the court, straight to the field. Not a man that steals, but I made it steal to the octagon where I fight to kill. We go face to face, then you write your will. I don't play tennis, but I bring the racket. I'm on the floor, I attack the basket, put you in the casket when I'm overlapping. Never showing mercy, cause I'm always snapping. Never showing mercy when I'm in the arena. Step into the ring, he hit me as I beat him. Step onto the court, I'm never backing down. Killing competition, I'm smacking down. Let me get back to the other stuff at the Chop Shop, cause they cutting up. It's Retro coming to you live to the Chop Shop. Now let's turn it up. Yeah, we in the Chop Shop, man. Shout out to Jim Hicks and Rob Hatter. You can catch the Chop Shop live from 12 to 2 on Facebook Live. Let's get it. We in the Chop Shop. We live in the Chop Shop. We talking sports talk. We live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop. I'm talking sports talk. So turn your dials up. It's live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop. We live in the Chop Shop. We talking sports talk. We live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop. I'm talking sports talk. So turn your dials up. It's live in the Chop Shop.
H-Town, what's up? You know what time it is. It's time for the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop, the nation's #1 urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter, alongside Jim Hicks, Jimmy, don't forget to take your mute off, but we're coming to you live from Houston, Texas, but we're broadcasting all over the world via Facebook Live and YouTube Live. Great weekend of sports, man. We got off the air on Thursday. We did our picks for the football. We got off the air. The Texans got beat by a great team. We could talk about that. The Rockets are home. And people, y'all can quit sending me pictures of James Harden at the turkey leg hut. What the hell you expect him to do? And one of you clowns talking about Kobe wouldn't do that. You wouldn't know, because you don't know Kobe. You ain't never been around Kobe. So you wouldn't know what Kobe would do. So I mean, it just killed me talking about what Kobe would do. I already told y'all he ain't Kobe. Come on, man. So I mean, it's just so much stuff going on. The Eastern Conference Finals is set, Jimmy. The Clippers are disappointing me right now. It's just up on a team, 16 points one game, 19 points one game, and then in the fourth quarter you can't hit a shot. I mean, can't get a shot and can't stop nobody. I've never seen nothing but this pro basketball. But I think that series resumes, Jimmy, maybe tomorrow, right? Tonight or tomorrow? Maybe not tomorrow. They didn't want to go against Monday Night Football tomorrow. But got a whole lot of stuff to who that. But Jimmy, where we gonna start today? I mean, it's just so many places to start. And these picks, Jimmy, I think you might have got your, I don't know, Jimmy, you might have got your head beat in this weekend. I don't know. With just a couple of picks, you know how you take a sample size of the picks? And I didn't see too many J's. You know, I put an R and a J. I didn't see too many J's over there. So, but it's okay. Where you want to start, though? I mean, your Astros beat my team the other day. And I know you might want to talk about that. I don't know. But, Jimmy, hold on before I go anywhere. Don't let me. I apologize. My starting five today, Derek Johnson, Anissa Ville, Dr. John Newsom, Tyandra Holmes, and Rod Wells, and the sixth man of the day is Chris Charles. Now, Jimmy, you can tell me where you go. I can go anywhere.
No, let's get right into it with these picks first. We got so much to talk about, and then also I got breaking news for you guys on the back nine. We're gonna give you today. So let's get right into the picks because that's the last thing we did on Thursday, or not the last thing. We shifted gears and made it in the middle of the show at the top of the hour. And this is our first installment of the NFL picks. We had nothing to go off of for the first time ever. We had no preseason, games to measure anything. A lot of guys made the debut, didn't get a feel. So let's go with it. Let's see how it turned out. And I do know, let's go right down the line, pull them on up. Let's
go.
Okay.
I had the first pick, and we got to explain to them how it went. I had the first pick, and then we alternate picks after that. And the first pick, the top game was the Houston Texans versus the Kansas City Chiefs, right?
Yeah.
So I got Houston, and
you had Houston in 9.
In 9 points.
And what happened? Who won that?
You tell me the score.
Oh.
I didn't look at the score.
Oh my God, 34-20. 34-20, okay. Kansas City.
So I lost that one, right?
So I won that one.
Okay.
All right. Next up, Seattle and Atlanta. Right. Seattle won 38-25. Seattle gave up a point and a half. So I won that.
Wait a minute.
I had Seattle. Right.
No. Oh yeah. Okay.
Oh, okay. I had Seattle. Because you picked first. I picked second. I picked Seattle.
Okay. All right.
Okay. That's 2-0. Okay. Next up, we had the Jets in Buffalo.
All right.
Right. In that game, Buffalo was giving up 6.5. You took Buffalo, gave me the Jets in 6.5. Buffalo won by 10.
So who win that one?
You win that one.
Okay. All right. 2-1.
Jets is all.
I don't want to hear about all that, man. I don't want to hear about all that.
North Show need to play in place of the Jets schedule. Now, it's crazy. Next up, Chicago at Detroit. Dropped the ball at the goal line that could have won the game and got me my spread because Detroit gave up 2.5. But Chicago won the game 27-23. If he makes that touchdown, they win by 3. I cover the 2.5.
Who won the game, man? Robert Hatter. That's one for me.
Chicago won.
Okay.
Next up, Green Bay at Minnesota. Minnesota gave up 3 points. Green Bay beat them 43-5,000. So I lose that one.
Okay, Robert Hatter. Skitching. Keep going.
Next up, we got Tight Britches himself makes his debut. New England and Miami. New England gave up 6.5. Right? New England won 21-11. So I had the New England that marked that one for me.
Okay, you got that one.
That means we 3-3, y'all.
3-3.
We're doing our NFL picks. Okay, next up, Philadelphia at Washington.
Okay.
Philly gave up 6. You took Philly, gave me the 6 in Washington.
Beat the brakes off.
Washington straight up by 10, 27-17.
Okay.
So give me that one. You know what the score is right now. You know who's winning right now, right?
I don't care. Look what just posted. Look who just posted. Rod Wells just posted something. Rod Wells had already counted it. But keep on going, Jim. Keep on going. Keep on going. Keep on. Come on, Cleveland.
I ain't reading it. All I can read is these scores right now. I can't read Las Vegas at Carolina. And I had the option to pick that. And I tried my best to give the black quarterback the pick. And I went and I took Carolina.
Okay.
I took Carolina and the 2 points.
And you lost.
Right? And the final score was 34-30. So Vegas covered that. The Raiders covered.
Okay.
Lose down. Next up, Jacksonville at the Colts and Indiana. Indiana gave up 8 points. Hannah, you took Indiana and gave me 8 points. Jacksonville won that head up. So guess who won that? Guess who won that?
Oh, you can have that.
Okay. You want to add them up right now and see who I'm winning right now? Because I'm
No. Okay.
okay,
Okay. So you
okay.
won that one, right?
Yeah, I won that one.
Okay. So
Next
you
up,
got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
yeah, yeah.
I got
And you don't have 5.
1,
That's
2,
all you know.
3, 4.
A lot to a little bit.
But keep on going.
Next
Come on.
up, Cleveland at Baltimore. Baltimore gave up 8.5. You took Baltimore, gave me Cleveland. Now I took Cleveland. I just said I couldn't give that 8. I couldn't let that 8.5 stay on the table. And boy, Baltimore beat the snot out of Cleveland, 38-6.
5 to 5, boss.
Next up, the Chargers at Cincinnati. Right? The Chargers, how about this one? The Chargers gave up 3.5. Hatter, I took Cincinnati in the 3.5.
Okay.
The final score, 16-13. Guess who win that one? By a half point. I did, sir. Mark that one off for me. Okay, let's keep going. Tampa Bay at New Orleans. New Orleans gave up 3.5. Right? New Orleans won 34-23.
I win that one.
You win now.
6-6 again.
Frisco and Arizona. Frisco gave up 7.5. And Arizona won it straight up 24-20.
Who I have? Who I have?
With Arizona now.
Okay. 7-6. Keep going. What about them Cowgirls? Tell me about my Cowgirls last night.
Dallas and the Rams. The Rams won 20-17. I took Dallas and gave you 3 points. I should have known better. I should have known better.
8-6, Jimmy. 8-6, Jimmy.
So now we need Monday Night Football.
No, we don't.
Yes, we do. No, you know why? That goes in the rules. How the rules? Remember, because you know what? It's normally only one Monday Night Football game. Monday Night Football game is only needed if you could tie or win. The score right now is 8-6. It's 2 games tonight, as opposed to normally being 1. But so that means I have a chance to knot it up. God damn,
So the
man,
only
Dallas.
thing you can do is tie with Big Daddy. Okay, that's all right. That's all right.
But Ty go to the runner. So I'm running right now. So and Pittsburgh and the Giants. Pittsburgh giving up 5.5. Tennessee at Denver is a pick 'em. Since you ahead, you go on and take the first one. Now I take the second one, and so I can go on and tie this thing up.
I got Pittsburgh. I'm gonna give you the 5, and I got Pittsburgh.
I got the Giants.
Okay.
I'm gonna take Tennessee on the road.
Okay.
I'm good to go. We tie this thing up tomorrow. That's what we do. We tie this one up tomorrow.
All right. I like
What
being
y'all
a
think?
winner. I like being a winner. I like being a winner. What? So where else we want to go? Hey man, let me tell you something. Don't be sending me no. Let me tell y'all something. When I give y'all information, Jimmy, when I give you information, I give you information. You text me, I ask you, say you had some information about a certain player who got put out the bubble. You text me back these vague, like you trying to protect him. Come on, man. Come on. Come on, man. I mean, for real. Come on. It's top secret what happened. His wife then took him off. Hold up. Wife then took him off. Hold on.
Well,
Go. Come on.
First of all,
Come on, Cletus.
First of all, I'm trying to, as many people living in Houston, when did Daniel House get married?
Fiance.
No, I'm just no. I'm just saying he has 3 babies by her.
Well, he should
When
be.
did he get
Wait a
married?
minute, Jamie.
So I mean,
You got
but
3
it- but I'm
babies
just-
and you live with her, you're married.
no, used to live with her. They had broke up before the bubble. But I'm just saying though, for real though, I think first of all, media, mainstream media, because they are the people that are qualified and takes oaths for getting the facts right.
So he don't have a girlfriend. So he don't have a fiance. He don't have nothing. He don't have nothing.
No. I'm just saying though, but it definitely gives the story a whole different meaning when you say wife versus a single black man.
I wasn't thinking about the wife.
Okay, but
I was thinking about.
No, still, why would you not? If he's married, because first thing people, oh man, he married. So then you come to realize, first of all, Daniel House is a single black man. So now it's twofold: the personal component and the business component. The business component is you violated the rules that were set forth in your workplace, and that's your work, that's your business. Now your private component was about, man, Daniel, how could you do this? Your wife.
I never said that. I never said nothing about it.
Nobody said you said that.
Okay, all right.
But the first thing, you mean to tell me that abroad, even me, saying, damn, Daniel, you purposely didn't bring your wife to the bubble, but you needed some right now? So that means they don't even smell right.
That's you. It's you. I was more concerned because he was there to play basketball. I was concerned about basketball and remaining eligible to play basketball. I didn't get into it, because he got some child support payments then he gonna have to hound soon. And not my hold up, 3 by that girl, but he got another baby by another girl, per Anthony Fobb. He's the town information source. So I mean, I was just concerned about how you let but your team. And Jimmy, I remember you said something so key. You talk about when you talk about Daniel House, Daniel House didn't mean a great deal to the team. I just said early in the year, I saw Daniel House starting for the Rockets, and all I said was, if we had to depend on Daniel House and he starts, this is not a championship team. That's just my opinion. And guess what? They not a championship team. I ain't never said there was no championship team. I just told y'all I like one player on the team. I like him. I don't care about the team that much. You ain't never seen me with no Houston Rockets gear on. Ever. So that's all. I just wanted so back to you. So yeah, you ain't never seen me now. So back to you, Jimmy. I just wanted to know. So you don't have no new news. If you don't have no news, let's move on to the next.
But no, I mean not with that. My thing is my news with that is just in regard to the initial drop. I was on the mark with the news that I initially got that we forgot to present that day. End up breaking in the midst of the show of the Chop Shop before the next day we came on. But then I said, understand something. In the midst of this, understand, either two things going to happen. Either they're going to bury it and squash it, or it's going to leak out from either players or the baby mamas. One thing about news, once a baby mama find out, that's a scorned woman. Remember your beloved 12-play composer made a hit song back in the days, When a Woman's Fed Up. They will lay that news out there. And my thing is, with the Daniel House situation, it's a lot more to it, which it is for most situations and most stories and cases. But one thing you know for sure, how many times you heard Tyson Chandler naming and stuff? Tyson Chandler was right there.
I've read it in several articles.
But I mean, I'm talking about as far as magnifying. Like,
they
Tyson
didn't magnify his name.
They suppressed Tyson. They treated Tyson Chandler almost like he was the cooperating witness to the case. You get what do they call it? Immunity. I mean, that's what it feels like. Tyson Chandler was right there. And then it leaked out.
What you saying? They was right there in the room together?
No, right there on the floor together.
All up
right
on
there.
the floor together. So that
Well,
whole
I'm talking
team
about-
then.
Well, dude, Tyson Chandler was suspended too. In case people didn't know, but he never played in the game, so you really didn't know Tyson Chandler wasn't even on the bench. Tyson Chandler did
Now,
couldn't suit up,
hold up. He married.
and he's married. See, exactly.
How about that?
But if you're paying attention, that's what either two things gonna happen.
But
Daniel can
Jimmy,
take
those are two journeymen. Why?
Yeah, but one is on the back end of his career, and he's doing a swan song, and he's just chilling, right? The money part for him is already made.
Yeah.
One is on the uprise, is trying to go and try to find his way to work into a real contract, which he's on a 3-year, $11 million. Talking about a real one,
So
a real
why-
one like
So why we didn't suppress him, the one who got the most to lose, than the other one?
that. Guess what? Once Daniel House probably right now he probably been advised it's best in his best interest to just chill, but it ain't your choice right now, because Daniel House would say, well, if you let it out from your end, whatever the real deal was, then you surely gonna get blackballed. You surely gonna get blackballed. Now, unless the coach comes into town that really just loves you to death. And who in the hell would know Daniel House to get a job to know him that much about him, to love him to death? So understand, Daryl Morey wasn't really fond of Daniel House because it offered him a contract. Daniel House said to hell with that contract last year. I'm going to play G League than signing that thing. So guess what? Just pay attention. That's all I'm gonna say. Just watch. Pay attention. Now, meanwhile, speaking of Alan, you mentioned them old Houston Rockets, and
I knew they were going to lose. Jamie, people were texting me.
No. We understand something. We didn't expect the Rockets to beat the Lakers. Was not expected. We understand that. However, I thought they would have pulled 2 games out of their hat. They only pulled 1. I really thought they would have got 2 the way that they play. And guess what? We saw them fumble off 2 games in the series that was winnable games.
Dude.
We know that.
Dude, I ain't never seen a pro team play with that passionless like that before. And I'm blaming all of them. Every last one of them. They disappoint. That's why I don't get caught up in being a fan of the team. I said I'm disappointed. I just never seen some guys play like it's a guy gonna make $40-some million that both of them, I'm blaming both of them. And they just did not have a gentleman's suite. That's what we call that. It's not a backdoor sleep. They call us a gentleman's suite. And the guys just didn't have no passion. Them guys seemed like they had, especially in that last game, their bags was packed. Jimmy, I want to ask somebody so bad when all of this stuff over, I'm gonna just ask him, man, was your bags packed after that game, before that game? Go on, tell me, where you get bags packed? I just want to know, Jim. If we can find anybody, I just want to know were they bags packed? Cause he was back. They were sending me pictures. They sent me and you a picture this morning. Him in the turkey leg hut. I just don't want. My thing is, what do you expect a young rich kid that like to have a lot of fun to do? He not Kobe. I already explained to y'all. He not Dame Lillard. He don't eternalize his stuff like everybody else do. And Jimmy, I'm gonna say something that I didn't say in the beginning. I think he's best suited to be a number 2. No, I ain't never said that on this show. Like I told you, he can get you. He can do some of the heavy lifting, but he might need to be a number 2. And I know we're gonna get on the subject about the coaching change because Mike D'Antoni, Jimmy.
Who is he?
Jimmy.
You talking about to be best suited to be a number 2?
What'd you say?
What he is you saying should be best
I'm talking
suited to be
about James Harden. I said I've never said that before. I said he didn't want to do the heavy lifting. He'll get you up there, but he gonna need somebody to take you over the mountain. That's all I'm saying. He might be better being suited being a Robin and not a Batman. It ain't worked for him in Batman. He been Batman for these years. He is at the end of his, he in the twilight of his career. Now, let's have him coming off some down screens and getting that big body in the hole instead of bringing it up all the time so two people can double you. Make them double you on the baseline instead of out here. That's all. And guess what? A coaching change, I don't know. I know people talking about this and people talking about this. I would love to see Sam Cassell. And you should love. Because every one of them other coaching candidates, Mark Jackson, all them people y'all calling out, now one of their ass done been on the chop shop. So guess who I want to come on here? I would like to be the coach, the guy who came and supported the chop shop. So I would love to see Sam, because he interviewed for the job 4 years ago. They gave it to Mike D'Antoni. So I would love to see him instead of a Mark Jackson.
Well, guess what? On tomorrow's game, 7, the Clippers and the Denver Nuggets. All eyes, even though they know him and they've seen him before, will be watching Sam Cassell very, very closely as to his interactions and the response of the players to him on that bench in the elimination game. That's part is going to be an exhibit A. Guess what? They've seen him on the bench many times, dozens of times over. But this one tonight, tomorrow night that is, against the Denver Nuggets, is going to be very important. In other words, how the players are interacting with Sam, because Sam is not the coach. He's not in the chair where John Lucas was sitting behind the bench. Sam is sitting next to the coach. Sam can actually put his feet on the wood in the course of the game if Doc is sitting down or if Doc gets teched
so
out.
Can Tyronn Lue.
But Lue's already taken care of.
Yeah.
He's gone.
Yeah.
He has a job, either plays A or plays B. He's gone. Sam right now, because of the fact, see, here's the thing, as you just mentioned, because of the fact that he did get an interview, that means you were a potential a couple of years ago. And now you've had a chance to see how he's took 3 players that played in Houston that was part of the Chris Paul trade. Lemon Pepper Lou, he took Harrell, and of course Patrick Beverly. And each one of those guys improved. And
Jimmy, let me give you his pet project. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, he had him for 1 year. I'm talking about as far as guys from Houston, though. If a person take if a person take your trash and turn your trash into treasure, then you got to admit, damn man, we thought if we knew these dudes was this, we would have never gave them away for Chris Paul. They took your trash.
And Jimmy, I want to address something too, right quick, and so our listeners sometime can know. Because Walter Yates just said something about Mark Jackson. How the hell you know the guys in the league respect Mark Jackson? How you know? First of all, how you know? First of all, Rob, and you just write it down at the bottom of the screen. I want to know how you know. And second of all, have you noticed Mark Jackson hadn't got an interview from nobody? Have you noticed that his name always come out, but he never got an interview? Let me tell you what was going on. And I like Mark Jackson. Mark Jackson, Walter Yates, was coaching for the Golden State Warriors in a city. If you know anything about San Francisco, follow me here. Okay? Mark Jackson, a religious man, was a pastor at a church, but a lot of his stuff is absenteeist. So he do his Bible studies. He was doing his Bible study via online, sometimes because he couldn't be at church. So what he did, he talked negative about Rick Welts. Go look up that name, everybody. Rick Welts. He is the COO, I think, the COO of the Golden State Warriors. Rick Welts is an openly gay man that, not like that, Jay, openly kissed his boyfriend.
Remember Fred?
Yeah. I'm just trying to help. I'm just trying to help everybody to understand. Rick Welts did not get along because, it was a whole lot of stuff that happened. Okay, so let me show you how important Rick Welts is. Rick Welts, all of the owners, it ain't but 30 of them, all of the owners respect him because Rick Welts is the guy who did not develop, but the guy who supermarketed the All-Star game. You remember turning the All-Star game into an All-Star weekend. You remember, Jimmy, you go for a couple of days, it turned into a festivity and turned into All-Star week with all the celebrities and all of this and everything. Rick Welts is the guy that developed that, and that helped the owner's bottom line. He's a very powerful man in the NBA, and him and Mark Jackson could not get along. So maybe, now the only person I would have seen that would have brought Mark Jackson in is Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan. He's the majority owner of the Charlotte Hornets, but he didn't bring him in. So I'm just helping you out when you're talking about how many NBA players you know and how many talking about Mark Jackson, the players respect Mark Jackson. Okay, I hear you. I've never heard one, and I talk to him all the time, but I never asked him that question.
I'm quite sure there are some players that respect him. Yeah, I'm quite sure, but we're talking about Houston, Texas. Mark Jackson's connection. Remember, right now, the fabric of this team, the whole makeup of James Harden's career is going to dwell on this next coach. He can go and revitalize him and turn him, because right now the
good thing is, Jimmy.
No, but
still who he is. I'm telling you.
Okay, but that's the whole thing. Who you is does not guarantee who you will be. And with him, he has an opportunity because here's why. In defeat, although there was a game or two, at least two games in this series that Harden pretty much damn near went back into relapse mode. But as a whole in the Lakers series, it was one player that happened to cushion the fall. Russell Westbrook fell harder than James Harden. Russ did. Russ stunk it up. James Harden didn't stink it up. Russ did. Now, James Harden going to get the blame because you, as being a leader, part of your job is to get this guy in line and help him motivate or get him to rock where he can get a couple of bunnies here and there, or get himself going and be focused. Well, that's part of top dog, alpha dog, which we understand a whole different topic. But this new coach will have to deal with both of these egos and convince.
Jimmy, one of them, Russell Westbrook, is going to be gone, Doc, if we can figure it out. If they can figure it out, they're going to get rid of Russell Westbrook.
Not right now. You're not going to get top dollar
we ain't got to get top dollar. We just need to hold up. We just need to move that contract.
Understand something. Okay, listen, Hal.
That's a GM's job, Jimmy.
Why James Harden can't be gone? So understand something.
Nah.
See what I'm saying?
What did you just say? Hold up. What? In your soliloquy a minute ago, who fell the farthest? Who fell the farthest?
He fell the farthest. That means his
get
value.
Get rid of the guy who fell the farthest.
You're not going to give him away.
Ain't no way in the world you going to keep Russell Westbrook. You just said, Jimmy, do you listen to what you said?
Think about what you just said. That's just the way he is. That ain't the. You can put any player's name in that slot. If a player does not care about winning to that much and already made it known, you gave me my bag, I got my bag, to hell with y'all. I'm good. Well, guess what? That's the player that you need to probably move if things don't go right. Because when it go at the end of the day, that player right there is gonna be going somewhere eating turkey legs. But the other guy gonna be going in the gym and cutting the lights
I
on
bet you
at your main.
$100 to a bucket of shit that Russell Westbrook ain't in the gym right now.
I don't know what neither of them are doing right now, this
Okay.
very moment.
Okay.
But at the same time, I'm talking about figuratively getting back in town and rolling them up and saying and galvanizing the players to follow your lead. Houston Rockets, once again, the next coach is going to inherit that daunting task of making people want to play with James Harden, making people want to play with Russell Westbrook, and more
Jimmy,
importantly,
the salary cap
making
gonna be
people
about
want to play
100,
with both.
100,000, 100 million, might be 106, something around in that area, right? Might be. We don't know yet because they got to add all of this COVID stuff up, right? 81 million is allocated to those two guys. So you got to fill a team with $20 million. You got to fill a team with 11 more guys.
Well, that's the whole thing. Understand? Players that want to play. Once again, I just said, I'm not talking about no all-star. But if a player want to play, then that player can eventually turn himself into an all-star based on the team's success. Understand? If players want, put it like this. Let's take a look back last series, and you see a team like we saw with the Utah Jazz. Utah Jazz, they went up 3-1, fumbled the series off, lost. Look at the Toronto Raptors. I mean, they understand they were the championship team, went the year before, they lose Kawhi, but that team was on the side of the road for damn near dead. They come back and took Boston to 7 games. And my thing is, so in doing, you see guys sometimes when the leaders are able to galvanize in players and make them want to play. When your team lose, you can still have a parade when you come back home. It's still going to be the high five.
And by the way, all of those guys you talking about galvanized, those guys been in that system. Those guys played in the G League together, won championships, the Siakams and the Van Fleets. Those guys been at that system. We don't have a draft choice. We don't have a system. We ain't got Houston, they don't have a system. They finna get rid of the, hold on, they about to get.
They got one coming now. Whoever this new coach ain't gonna play the same style. He's not gonna play the same style D'Antoni played. Whoever the new coach is, whichever one it's gonna be, it ain't gonna be D'Antoni's system no more. So guess what that means? That means James Harden's role is going to change by default.
But what y'all don't understand, Jimmy, James Harden know how to play basketball. And y'all just think he just a dude. Yeah, he like to party. Ain't that like Fob say, ain't nothing wrong with that. You party. Everybody on this thing party. Y'all professionals and y'all show up and do y'all job, don't it?
Hey,
I didn't explain to y'all. James Harden, I'm gonna explain to y'all again. He just needs some more people. Him and Russ, he tried his friend. Him and Chris Paul worked until Chris Paul pulled up lame. They went up 3-1 to go to the Western Conference Finals. Up 3-1. Chris Paul pulled up lame.
What you mean pull up lame? He was hurt. Pull up lame mean you kind of faking it a little bit.
No, I didn't know. Hold on. I don't talk like that, man. Don't give me no damn definition. No, pull up lame mean you got hurt. He pull up lame. You don't try to get hurt. His hamstring. Come on, man. Don't pass what you say on me. No.
Hold on. No. How many threes they missed in a row? 27 threes in a row. As a team, you were in position to steal.
Chris Paul had been there with his $38 million making behind.
You hit your normal allotment of threes as a team, especially in the U.S. James Harden, then you still win. You still win at Game 7. Whether Chris Paul is there or not. If you hit your normal allotment of threes, you meet
if
your
my auntie has a scrotum, she'll be my uncle.
So that's what happened.
Everything is ifs. All of this is ifs. If they'd have hit a couple of more shots with the Lakers the other night, they would have won. We can't go there. All I'm saying is, if we bring in a new coach, a new system, don't y'all know that new system gonna go through some transitions? Don't y'all realize that y'all might not even, it might not be in the playoffs again. Might not be in the playoffs. We don't know. We got a guy, and I want to talk about Russell Westbrook right now. We got a guy. He wanna argue with, you're getting beat by 1,000, and you come tell LeBron, y'all better double me. Might be some mental illness there. I'm just telling y'all. Y'all better double me and you down 29? Then you want to go argue with the brother of Rondo because he told you bye. By the way, Rondo brother got put out of the game. Then I found out Rondo brother is the guy over the concierge service that furnished the haircuts, the braids, and everything, the pedicures for it. I like how that brother, I love how Rondo put his brother down. Oh my goodness, I love that. So all I'm trying to say is we're going to have $81 million tied in 2 players next year. We got to figure, and our players are not like AD and LeBron James. Let me repeat that. Our players are not like LeBron James and AD, the 2 players we got. They're not. So whoever inherits this team, and we constantly talking about the coach, should the general manager be held liable for this? Should the general manager be held liable? This is the same general manager that hired all his people, all his analytical people. And by the way, if to help you out too, Walter Yates, Sam for the last 5 years has been studying analytics. Let me repeat that because y'all gonna miss that one way back here. Doc got 5 guys on his staff that are experts at analytics. So Sam been learning analytics for the last 5 years. He had 1 year on his belt when he had the interview. That's one of the reasons he had the interview with the Rockets. So now we just got to see is Tim Fertitta and what direction he's going to go in. What direction is he going to go in? Gonna go high, a retread like Jeff Van Gundy? Or think about this, Jimmy. Why not Kenny Smith? Why not Kenny Smith? Why not? Why not throw his name in there? I sit there and watch some of the list of coaches the other day. And you never know. You never know what coach can spark a flame when they get a team. I don't know. But we got to find out, is this the general manager that can win your championship? You got to realize now, y'all talking about, not Sam, y'all talking about James Harden them ain't won. Daryl Morey ain't won none either. So I just want to throw that out there when we just talking about, let me tell you something, man. The teams that winning. Go look at Miami. Go look at the leadership. Go look at Boston. Go look at the leadership. The Lakers, they got LeBron. That's the leadership. Because they had terrible leadership. But they got LeBron and AD. The teams that win in this business, man. Look here, Denver. See how this winning? Guess what this winning for Denver just did, Jimmy? What's the dude named Booth? What his name? Booth? David Booth?
Bootnizer.
No, Booth, the black brother. He works for Denver. He just got an interview. I'm gonna think of his name in a minute.
Keith Booth.
Huh?
Keith Booth.
No. He just got let me see, an interview with the Sacramento Kings for a front office position. So you're right. I'm cheering for Sam to win this game tomorrow night. The Clippers to win this game tomorrow night because Doc has got a history. A couple of times is Blake Griffin and Chris Paul situation, and with Tracy McGrady in Orlando blowing a 3-1 lead. So, Calvin Booth. Thank you, Brian Merritt. Boy, thank you. I love you, baby. But Calvin Booth, Jimmy, big tall guy, journeyman. But he's so nobody talking about Daryl Morey. He the one put
Daryl
this thing
Morey.
together.
No, understand. It had already came out, like it had already came out from the up top that Daryl Morey was safe this year. That came from. Let me go back and have you connect some dots. Remember, it was a show on the Chop Shop maybe about 3 months ago, when we were talking about media guys and their plugs, and we were talking about Woj. That was when Woj had just came off suspension, when he was suspended by ESPN, right? Or by ESPN. So we were explaining how people get their news, and during that show, we explained that Woj has a connection. His connection was with Daryl Morey, and with a lot of the GMs around the league in the NBA. Well, that's Woj's plug, was Daryl Morey. There's another plug that has somebody that has Fertitta, Tillman Fertitta. And so I found out who has the plug with the owner of the Rockets. And what I mean is sometimes it can be some stuff going on as a team. And let's say you guys have a team meeting, and let's say everybody is together, y'all forming back to the bus, getting ready to get on the bus to go back to the hotel or something, and some news, somebody's breaking some news about your team meeting that just took place three minutes ago. And it's easy if you're there to use process of elimination as to how that leaked out that fast. Well, that's how people know in the Rockets organization or in any organization who's your leak or who has the plug, because the guy who breaks the news obviously has contact with somebody who was in the room on multiple occasions. Well, guess what? Tillman Fertitta, and everybody knows that Daryl Morey and Woj, is not even a secret as to their relationship. That's like if I got some news from Greg Wise and Yates. You guys know, ain't no secret. I'm gonna be more prone to break that news than the next guy. It's like that. Well, Stephen A. Smith is the plug for Tillman Fertitta. So just remember that and pack that in your lunch. And as we move forward, you see how stuff gets out. Remember, Stephen A. came out and said a couple of weeks back when this stuff was first started brewing, Daryl Morey is safe, and I guarantee, well, because the boss man told him that. You're not gonna go out there on the ledge on Daryl Morey.
Oh, he done been a lot of ledge. Hold up, this man go out on the ledge every damn day. So
No. I'm not talking about on every. I'm talking about the Rockets.
Stephen A. Smith all you want to.
Hell, that's like if you came out with some Clipper news right now.
No.
We know that Sam Cassell is so
But
plugged.
Guess what though? You have a choice of whether to believe it or not.
Okay, but understand, that don't mean that you're in with every assistant coach in the NBA. That means that team, you got a plug. That's all it means.
When a GM, when an owner is so outspoken about who he's not going to fire or who's going to be here, that's all I can say. You better watch out. I don't think he's untouchable.
No, I'm talking about right now. Right now,
I don't think he's untouchable.
He has a pass.
See, you keep thinking about this. This man not only cost the Rockets money, this same man cost the NBA and the players and everybody money with his tweet. I'm just telling you. Okay. Unless something happened that the owners don't like money no more. Evidently, the owners must don't, because there's no way that those other owners is just, come on, man. Hey, I put it like this. He the one put this thing together. We don't have no draft picks. We don't have no, even the young guys who came out the bench, he didn't let them play. He had the power to let them play. Where is the Rockets' future? And guess what? Somebody said the players make the most money, but the players don't do these contracts. The players don't give away all of these draft picks. Player can't give away a draft pick, Eric Bowens and Walter Yates. A player can't give away a draft pick. But Mr. MIT, Mr. Analytics, got us, and y'all got to hear this again. We got two players that all of y'all are unhappy with. All of y'all unhappy with. Making $81 million next year. Ain't gonna be but $20-some million to split up between 11 more players. How are we gonna get that done? How are we gonna get that? Wait a minute. How Daryl Morey gonna get that done?
Man, so you're saying that the owner is not going to be willing to go over the luxury cap? I mean the tax.
Again?
He's not going to be willing to go over the tax?
Jimmy, the man has been hemorrhaging money, Jimmy.
Okay, so let's not get this stuff twisted. A lot of corporations out there, a lot of businesses out there have gotten replacement checks from the government. Don't get this stuff twisted now. Don't get it twisted at all.
Well,
now,
why did he lay off all the people? Because it should have been to retain his employees then. He laid off 54,000 people, Jimmy.
Once again, a lot of people, a lot of corporations have gotten checks and stimulus money from the government. So once again, and if you're in the city, they have means of how to reshuffle around and modify your tax breaks that you already have for building stuff in the city. So he's gonna be all right. Don't feel sorry for him. You said it yourself.
I didn't never say I feel sorry for him.
A billionaire.
You sitting up here thinking he gonna go over the cap. You don't understand the cap.
He will. He's done it before. He will.
Forget it.
The
man makes his fortune. The man spent 70% of his wealth to purchase this team. No other owner has ever did that before. They ain't never okayed nobody. If usually they okay people a lot more richer than he is. His money depended on the hospitality industry. Hotels, motels, casinos, which has been not permanently, but significantly. How many of y'all been to Vegas and spent some money? Dude, had to lay off 54,000 people. This ain't got nothing to do with this entity over here. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
And the word that came out of his mouth was, "I'm good."
Okay.
I'm good.
Okay.
And Tim Fertitta said, "I'm good. Y'all worry about, I'm good."
Guess what, Jimmy? I know some people who know him. Okay.
The layoffs were coming anyway before the pandemic.
54,000?
No, not that many, but the layoffs were coming within his restaurant business industries anyway. They were closing down a couple of the chains anyway before the pandemic, up under the laundry's umbrella.
All right, let's move
on. Remember now.
We can move on.
We have a guy that was on that Chop Shop feed that was a store manager for Tillman Fertitta and ran one of the restaurants, and he knew they was going out of business. He left there and went to another chain before the pandemic. Yeah, I mean, it's a small world. So that's
I said this man laid off 54,000 people. That's all I said. He's hemorrhaging money. Now he's in this situation. I said he spent, that went over everybody's head. Let's talk about something else. Let's talk about something. Let's talk about that. Talk about something. What else? What else we got out there? I got some HBCU news, y'all. I got some HBCU. We got a lot of HBC people on here. Before we get to, we at the back of the nine. I got a couple of HBC topics. Oh, here one right here. I wanted to share with y'all. First of all, 2 6-foot twins, Bria and Simone Woodard, have changed their original verbal agreements to Texas A&M, SEC, and committed to play volleyball at Harvard. Then, got a little bit more for you. Peyton Manning endows 6 scholarships at HBCUs, 6 historical black colleges that would benefit from the generosity of his thing, of this foundation, y'all. Let me tell you what he did. He carefully did it. You know, he grew up in Louisiana, Jimmy, but he played in Tennessee, and which both states have, have a nice following of HBCUs. He went to Southern University. I think that's Fobbs them University. Harold Carmichael, he gonna put that endowment in Harold Carmichael's name. At Tennessee State, he gonna have that endowment in Wilma Rudolph's name. At Grambling, Courtney Brooks, if you're listening, that scholarship gonna honor endowment is gonna honor Doug Williams' name. Let me see, he went down a little bit further. Then at Fisk University is an endowment for Dr. Revis L. Mitchell, who spent 40 years at the school. And Xavier University in Louisiana will have a scholarship named for Dr. Norman Francis. And Dillard University will have a scholarship named after Dr. Lomax, president and CEO of the United Negro College Fund. And you don't hear that kind of stuff too much. And also happening at Howard University, Stephen Curry has made a good on his deal to go back and fund their golf program. I think I got some stuff, Jimmy, I want to show on the screen for them. The Howard Golf program. Those are the girls. That's the Under Armour gear they got on. He went back. I think he got a 5-year deal with them. Stephen Curry. Let me hit this. Let me get this other one off. That's the team. They got on the Under Armour gear. Let me get that off. Jimmy, a couple of more. Let me get that off. Let me get, let's see. Hold up. Okay. Let's see what, get that one off. Okay, Jimmy, let me go back down. That's the team. And that's the team. And I think, Anthony Fobb said Dr. France is the best president. Thank you, Fobb. But Fobb, we need to know stuff like that, Fobb, because I had no idea. But a shout out to these young ladies, Bria and Simone, who changed their commitment, because you know how a lot of y'all were getting offended, your HBCU guys like Fobb, a lot of y'all was getting offended talking about people just playing around with HBCUs, trying to get clicks and these young girls changed from Texas A&M, SEC, and that's a Power 5 school, and changed their tune. And 2 of the most sought after volleyball players, 6'3" too, Jimmy. 2 of the most sought after volleyball players in the country, they changed and went to Howard. Howard has got it going on right now, man. But I just wanted to share that before we go any further. That's great news, because we got a lot of people that listen and support this show, our products, of HBCUs. And just to show we looking out for y'all. What else you got, Jimmy?
Oh, it is we on that back nine. And man, this time going so fast.
Oh yeah.
Too. I got some breaking news for you guys. Is that in a few minutes, I'm going to break the pools for the Super 16 extravaganza. I'm gonna break them pools and release them to you guys.
Hold on. The Super 16. Now, that's the non-scholastic.
Mm-hmm.
So the non-scholastic is under the rules that the scholastic is.
They're
So
not.
you
Yeah,
can
they're
have
not.
multiple, huh?
Yeah, they're not under the same rules. Non-scholastic. They're not. Yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to know. I mean, because if you're Super 16, that means a lot of teams gonna play. So, and I just wanted to know what the rules for that. Okay. All right. Okay.
Hey,
Mhm.
now trust me. This event is 24 invite-only teams that plays two pool games, then everybody go into the same bracket. And then when they go in the same bracket, first round of bracket play starts on that Saturday evening. And by the time you come back on Sunday, there's only 16 teams left. So you have to be somewhat super to make it to that Sunday in the Super 16. Additionally, we have another division, which is called Showcase Division, whereas there are certain teams that for some reason they might have didn't get invited, or they did, but they didn't reply soon enough. And so we had already filled up, and we'll give them an opportunity to play one or two games on Sunday only. So you play either one or two games on Sunday only. And this is we call it the Showcase Division. Well, that Showcase Division is already, I've got to stream the games, because it would be a lot of people that I know is going to want to watch some of these games nationwide. But we're going to release the Super 16 pools. And Hannah, when you think I ought to do it? Do I do it now? Do it later, or what? Don't you let me know? Let me know what you think. This is one of you like the Super 16, because you get there and get to see them kids and they play. Now the coaches
I
can't
don't
coach.
like it. You know why I don't like Super? Because y'all had me coaching the Super 16. I coached it one time. I don't never want to coach them.
What school you coach?
West Side, Jimmy.
Oh, so did. Y'all got y'all heads beat
No, we
in.
didn't. No, we didn't. I just never realized nothing. I'm not believing. Mama said when you ain't got nothing good, you learn. Hold up. I learned what Coach Fobb, Coach Woods, Coach Shannon Holmes, and all of these high school coaches got to go through. When you got dudes can't play
What they
dead.
gotta go through?
Dudes can't play dead over here talking about how many looks they gonna get in the game. Ain't got a college nowhere in sight that they gonna play in. And they trying to tell me, and you know what I said? Y'all just go in anytime y'all want to.
Oh, hell, no you didn't.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I'm gonna say, let y'all, I'm just gonna be the adult over here because y'all got to have an adult. Man, Jimmy, that's the last time I ever sat on the bench. Man, these kids, I don't see how y'all do it. That's why I always take a feel for the coaches. I feel for the parents. But, man, I feel bad for these coaches, man. These little dudes think they in the... Jimmy, hold on.
They think what?
I saw a video. I keep talking about mental illness, and y'all keep playing with me about it and thinking it ain't prevalent among our... I saw a video. Dude hauled off and knocked a woman out, hit a woman. She must have been talking a lot of smack because she came back and stomped him at the end while everybody knocked him on the ground. What is going on that y'all want to put your hands on each other at a basketball game, parents. Hey, man, one of these days, all of us got to get on a prayer call. Everybody, not you, wait a minute, not you guys who don't want to be on it. But, man, let me tell y'all something, man. I was embarrassed again. Parents gone wild, coaches gone wild. We have got to stop this stuff, man. Let me tell you something. Y'all got to go see the video. It happened, I think, in Atlanta. Some playing Rock Hill somewhere in Atlanta. Google that. These people fighting for a long time. You know how, Jimmy, you have a scuffle and then you break up. No. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Parents in this fall ball, in the Super 16s, and everything. Parents. Kin folks. Hold on, not just parents. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Kin folks. Man, y'all, man, please. Please, man. No, man. It's not a great example for the kids. And guess what? College coach called me, asking me about that stuff too. We talked about it. But Jimmy, I mean, it's just so much stuff in summer basketball, grassroots basketball, Jimmy. I mean, and I know you're itching to, we'll have a drum roll for you, but so you can announce it. But it's just, and then Jimmy, I want you to help me with this. You know, I'll be watching y'all tweets now. Help me with this. Glenn Smith, Dallas, he said, don't fall for the okie doke. Two of the biggest power players in grassroots basketball don't have social media. A lot of tweets do not equal being credible nor having influence. I couldn't wait to ask you that question. I couldn't wait to ask that question, and I'm gonna state it again to the boom boom room. He said, "Don't fall for the okie doke." Two of the biggest power players in grassroots basketball don't even have a social media. A lot of tweets do not equal being credible nor having influence. Hey, y'all shoot. I know y'all on a 12-second delay, so we got to wait for a few minutes for y'all to type. I am just interested. I'm interested, Jim. Jimmy, what do you think about that comment?
I mean, a lot of people, that's what social media do. It influence. That's why they call people who have a lot of followers or subscribers as social media influencers. That's a title that some people incorporates. So and everybody that goes is not trying to indulges in social media tweeting or whatnot is not after the same thing. Some people is after money, some people is after power, and some people mistakenly is chasing both of them. You know, power meaning of some level or degree of fame. Well, it's right now the genie is out of the bottle for a lot of people, and you just have to realize at some point you're not going to save the planet. You're not going to save.
What that tweet got to do with saving the planet?
Well, that tweet was put out by Glenn Smith.
Yeah.
And Smith would be able to be more feasible.
That's what I'm saying. I was asking you to talk about the tweet. But I'm just saying.
I didn't see the tweet.
I just said it twice.
I know. I just heard the tweet. I'm just saying. Okay. I didn't see the tweet.
I was asking you to respond to that. So you just don't want to respond to that. Okay.
I mean, it doesn't want to respond. Hannah, okay. Understand?
No, I'm just saying.
I just gave a response to that.
Jimmy, I asked you a question. I said, what does that got to do with that? Because you went to talk about you ain't going to say the word. Everybody know they ain't going to say the word. Because we're going to always have crooked-ass people out here. Yes. And people gonna listen to crooked ass people. Yes. We already know that. Even the Bible said the poor will always have among you. Everybody ain't gonna be rich. We understand that. That ain't not the issue here. I thought you were I said a statement twice, and I thought you was replying to the statement. So I had to ask you, what does that have to do with the statement? That's all. That's all. That's all I was trying to figure out. And you just moved on and said you're not gonna save the world. Yeah, we're not. Nobody's gonna save the world, and I ain't trying to save the world. I told you, a mama told me, Robert, these mamas ain't gonna pay no attention. These people ain't gonna pay no attention to what you say no way. Come on, I ain't crazy. But I thought that was what he said to me. And I really wanted people on the Facebook feed. He was just saying, two of the most power players in grassroots basketball don't even have a social media. But a lot of tweets do not equal to be credible nor have an influence. Just because you got a Twitter following, just because it don't mean, they call them influence, but they don't have to be influenced by you. Hey, so you mean, I ain't trying to save the world. Wait a minute. Somebody said they need help with food and milk. Okay. Hey, but Jimmy, all I'm saying is, you don't have to be influenced by everybody on this thing. That's all so Joseph Baldwin. Thank you, Joe. However, there are a lot of kids getting recognition sometimes, not earned, over kids that have earned it because of social media. Joseph, I've been hearing some people talk about this lately. Even my man Lion, the guy who got the Lion Ass Scouts thing, he was just talking about, y'all got to explain something to me. Carolyn Sams, Herb Baker, I want y'all to explain something to me. Because everybody always talking about these guys. They said the Scouts all the way. Y'all had events this weekend, Jimmy. You had an event. What day was your event on, Jimmy?
Southwest Exposure Camp, Saturday and Sunday.
Saturday and Sunday. Okay. So somebody else had an event, right? So people said, help me with this now. Other people performed in these events, but all of y'all did was talk about the same players over and over. Why don't nobody else talk about the other players? Is it because the other players are not that good? The other players shouldn't be talked about at this moment? I don't know, because I'm not a scout. I have no idea what y'all do and what y'all criteria is. My thing is, thank you, Stacy. I'm praying for the basketball community today. But guess what? Just the basketball community, not the world, Jimmy. I can't say the world. I'm just trying to help the basketball community. But I'm sitting here, man. I'm sitting here listening. Do parents, Jimmy, maybe you can answer this question. Do parents or people around the kid expect just because a kid starts on a high school basketball team or hit a couple of points in a certain game, hit 20 points in a game, are these people expecting these kids, you to talk about these kids? I just asked a question. You the ranker in the scout. I don't know.
They expect if they see you there in the building and the kid is performing, then they expect for you to probably write about what happened. Now the thing is, just because you're there and it looks like you're looking, doesn't mean that you're always paying attention. And that's why I always tell the parents, I say, once y'all start taking a picture of the evaluators that are in the building when you're at these games, get yourself on out and film me on the side and watch what I'm doing. Film the next guy and watch who's writing something down, who's not writing something down. Watch who's just evaluate the evaluators. But then most people don't pay attention to that to detail in that form of fashion.
My thing,
I
Jimmy,
invite you
is
to do
it
something.
possible to see every kid?
No, it's not. That's why
So
if you're evaluating the evaluators, then you would have known that he missed that dunk or that pass. And so why in the hell would you expect him to write about it? You know he was over there talking and slapping five with three other guys and they sitting there in the huddle in the middle of the game going on. You would have known he didn't see it. So then you can't get mad by if he didn't write about it. He missed it. You'd have known he got up and left and was on his cell phone. You'd have known if you evaluating the evaluators. Like sometimes who's going to police the police? They have a civilian oversight committee. Well, I don't need you to form a committee, but at least pay attention, because then that way I don't think as many parents would be as bitter. A lot of the stuff you can connect the dots. All you have to do is pay attention to what scouts or evaluators, who they go up to after the game. I'm not talking about for an interview. Watch who they walking out the door with to the parking lot with. You can learn a lot if you're really trying to pay attention.
But Jimmy, I'm more concerned about the expectations of parents and friends when little Jimmy, everybody can't be ranked. Everybody, hold on, Coach. Maybe we have to repeat this again. How many Division I scholarships that we get average a year out of a city that got 5 million people in it? How many?
We average about 30, 29.
About 30.
Yeah,
So
let's say 30. Yeah.
5 million people, Jimmy, 5 million people, 30 scholarships, parents. Division I, every year. So, my thing is, Jimmy, because I keep saying it, 'cause I heard some people talk about, well, this guy here did something in the gym, and y'all didn't even say nothing about him. This guy here did something in the gym, and y'all didn't even say nothing about him. Nobody wrote about this guy. He been playing in this guy. I mean, I couldn't have y'all job. I mean, I take my hat off. Y'all think I'll be playing? I couldn't do it.
Well, the thing is, if more parents would simply ask the question as to what different individuals do and what they don't do. What do you do? Like, in other words, if you see Jeffrey Day with a camera on the baseline and he's filming, you assume, okay, he's just filming. But if you didn't ask him, he also comprises write-ups. So he's evaluating while he's filming. The next guy on the other end of the court, Forever Young Films, he's just filming for his business. He's not doing evals. So, but if you didn't know, you would say, well, damn, he never talk about my kid. Well, that ain't what he do. Ask people, what do they do? Then you won't you won't have opinions formed thinking that this guy don't particularly like or favor your son or daughter. This is important. You guys don't ask questions.
I got a question though, Jimmy. Jimmy, I know you just say you can't save the world. So it's some scouts and some guys out there do hold stuff against the parents and the kids.
And all, yeah.
You follow me? So,
Yeah.
I mean, what's good for the goose, good for the gander. I mean, if you're going to say, I mean, man, it's just, boy, I just thank God I ain't got another kid. This stuff, and because I'm sitting here, because I'm feeling bad. Let me tell you something. I saw you, Joseph. Joseph, it's okay. No, we ain't talking about the people that I want to know. I saw somebody, hey, let me tell y'all something. Whoever was smart enough to what y'all call it with the tweets, Jimmy, and they put my name on it. What y'all call it? Tag me too. I know some of these kids now, Joe. And guess what? I'm gonna start talking about these kids on this show because I'm not Jimmy Hicks and I'm not Doug Jones. Those dudes are expert at this stuff. But I know I'm gonna know who in the hell this Angel Johnson is. Somebody mentioned him on my show. Joseph mentioned him on my show. And then they said, if you know anything about me, I love shooters. And then they said, let me tell you a little bit about Joe.
12 for 19 3-pointers this past weekend.
Yes.
Yeah.
I got to talk about that. So, and Angel Mama ain't had to give me a quarter. I ain't had to do, dude, thank you. Whoever posted this, it might have been Joe, whoever posted this, Southwest Exposure Camp stats. I mean, y'all, we can get this stuff done. And I know for a fact, college coaches is watching this show. So guess what? 2022 coaches, Angel Johnson. Because somebody thought enough to tag me. See, I know y'all text Jimmy and Jimmy put it on his website. That ain't my job. But if you smart enough to tag me, I'm going to talk about him on the show. If you don't, what Jimmy said, Jimmy, what you say? Input equal output. I hope y'all don't expect me to go to none of these events. Hell no. I got professionals that do that. So I thank you. Whoever posted that and tagged me, thank you so much. Robert, what's my Twitter thing? Oh, just Robert Allen. Ed Robert Allen. All one word. I don't even know. But Jimmy, I know you might have the comment. I just wanted to, I like to just throw that out there, Jimmy. But go Angel. What school Angel? Angel hold up.
Tascasita.
Tascasita. So wait a minute. See, I'm getting mixed up. Joe talked about some guys that go to Kingwood and Tascasita. He got
Kingwood Park, and Tascasita. Those, all 8 of his players played for.
Oh, not Kingwood, Kingwood Park. That's 2 different schools.
No, he had some at Kingwood, 5 from Kingwood, 2 from Kingwood Park, 1 from Tascasita, and those are his core 8 from the Scholar athletes.
I got you. Say no more. Angel, I'm gonna be to see you, Angel. Now, what else you got, Jimmy?
And I mean, that part I just gave guys some hell of a nuggets in regard to the parents. There are so many parents out there.
Huh?
There are so many out there that have totally been misled. And here's what the thing is. You have guys that are misleading the parents on purpose.
Uh-oh. What you mean?
And, well, that's the whole thing. Put it like this. Once again, this past weekend, I have another parent that come up. Six, I did not know you was disapproachable. I didn't know you was this. So that means that I would, I'm sorry, but I've been led to believe, and I just say, I don't say who told you. I said, well, do me a favor. Can you go back to the person who told you that and ask them why did they lie on me to you? Because if they lied on me to you, then guess what? Parents say what? I say they'll lie on your ass to somebody else. So this is the thing, people are purposely lying to you guys. And here's the thing, you start looking at it. Most of the people, of the friction that comes when this grassroots and youth sports is centered around money. Power. I thought it was centered around power. That's the fakeness. There are people out here that you think that's trying to get power. For example, they'll leave their job right now to tomorrow and go take a college job. If Shaka Smart offered their ass a job paying $400,000, they'll leave what they're doing right now and go take that job and be a college coach. So that means you're not chasing the power that you thought you was chasing. Because you could have stayed. Oh no, Shaka, I'm good. I keep this right here. I turned down that $400,000, and so. That part you can. How many of you guys that in the business, if they were offered a job, if the guys are in media, if ESPN came calling tomorrow, which I'm not mad, I would think they'd be a fool not to. But don't make you think that they're on a quest from God to go and do this for the rest of their lives. This is what they want to do. Save your babies. No, I'm going to take care of their families in the midst of saving your babies or exploiting your babies. See, so that's the thing. A lot of the guys, you know it, and I tell parents all the time, at some point in time, a lot of parents are going to get tired. They're going to get sick and tired of being sick and tired. Before you go, you're going to stick your hand in their right pocket. You're going to stick your hand in their left pocket. You're going to come back on next week, stick your hand in their ass pocket. You're going to stick in their other pocket. Then if they got those what they call them, cargo pants with the pocket on the side down about the knee height, they're going to stick your hand in that pocket. They might have some Levi pockets. Remember back in the days, you had to go in there with them 2 fingers like this here. You put them 2 fingers in that pocket together and get your little coins out. They're going to stick their hand in that pocket. At some point in time, people going to put their hands over their pocket. And if every time people got to do events now, what in the game too now, the new element is, people, they done took it, this is where you know you're running out. Is the begging component now.
Is the what?
Out of the line now, begging. Guys doing events, they begging. Hey man, I need you to come, man. I need y'all to come. Now, I can understand you asking or dropping your faith, but begging is a favor I need. So if I'm begging, I need you to show up, man. Come on, man. That means you owe me a solid. Well, if you got to drop 50 favors, right? 50 favors for your event. That means that's 50 solids you owe somebody else. You see what I'm saying? 50 solids. Just keep adding up. So that means now you're going to need another favor. Your next event. Hey, man, y'all come on, show up, man. Come on, don't worry about it. You ain't got to pay. Don't worry about it. You just want it. So keep on with them favors.
But they have to start out somewhere, don't they?
You spread your favors out, Heather.
Okay. I got a question. So you telling me this entire system is held up by people's beliefs in it. This whole basketball, this whole system, if the parents didn't believe in this system, those guys wouldn't have that much power. This whole system seems like it is held up by people's beliefs in the system.
Mm-hmm. Well, you remember the movie, the famed show we all grew up on, The Wizard of Oz, and I like to refer to it as the Wiz because that means they made a spinoff of The Wizard of Oz and had all black characters in it, and Nipsey Russell and Michael Jackson and and Richard Pryor. Diana Ross was played the female in there. So the Wiz, think about the whole concept of The Wizard of Oz. You're looking at the wizard. Remember, the Tin Man already had, once he found the Wiz, they didn't just hit a magic wand. He realized in the quest of, you already had the power.
What you want, yes.
Courage.
It was in you.
The lion already was strong. He just didn't exhibit it. So you're playing on this grassroots basketball, youth sports is the Wizard of Oz all over again. You thinking guys that got the power, some guys you think have the juice in their glass. You finally go look in their glass and realize they ain't got nothing in that but a couple of ice cubes. Then some people that don't have that do have the juice, you didn't know it. And that's the thing, that's another component. But then what happens is so many favors. Got to call this college coach. Hey man, come on, man, call my kid. Won't you say hello to this kid, man? Make him feel good. So now you need that favor from that coach. You can't call that coach and ask him to call one of your kids every damn day. You see what I'm saying? You only gonna be able to use that favor once in a while. But if you call them all and burn your favors up, then what's gonna happen is sooner or later, isn't there some people that when they call your cell phone, you look and see the name, and you probably know that person is want to ask you for a favor? Everybody's not in the mood, don't have enough energy to grant the request of the favor every day that's coming from the same person. Some people, I know some of my kinfolk call me, they call right, I know what they want. I look at the date. Oh man, I know what he need a loan. So guess what? I'm not gonna be as reluctant to answer that as the next call. So that's when you put yourself in that position, you burn yourself out. But back to the parents, you guys, it's just so much.
No, I saw. Well, let's comment a little bit on this one, and we ain't gonna spend much longer on it because ain't nothing we can do about it. Our basketball community is really sad. Stacy Houston, he said, we become jealous and envious of other individuals making money in their events. You said it. You absolutely probably said this. You said this before. You said people trying to knock you off. You said it was concerted efforts to try to just push you out of the business. Was it jealousy? Or it's just people want to just knock the big dog off. People want to knock the Lakers off. I'm watching. Y'all know I done fell in love with Formula One racing. I don't know why, but Lewis Hamilton, he's winning every week. People want to knock Lewis off. So, is that jealousy? Because I know you can't legislate what's in somebody's mind, but there's a lot of people. Jimmy, this is what kills me. I've been around this basketball community since what? When my son, when he started playing, if he graduated in 2013, so that means 2008, 9, right in that area, 9, 8, 9, right with John Henson and DJ now, 2009. And me, I'm funny. You were doing, I never wanted to do what you was doing. Not once. Have I said, man, I'm gonna go do me an event. Not to say that other people can't. I'm just trying to find out when people say we're jealous, or like the guy I told you about, Jimmy. Guy called me because I asked him. I said, dude, I'm looking at Jimmy's website, and you got everything that he got on his website, you got on yours. Even when he made a typo, your dumb ass copied and pasted typo. And guess what? And he just said, man, he got a good website. I just wanted to copy it. I wasn't going to try to reinvent the wheel. So, of course, we need to support each other. And I think as a whole, we do. Because guess what? People come to his events. People come to Rick's events. People come to the people in Dallas event. We support them. But what's the big problem, y'all, with the jealousy part? What's the what?
Well, that's the thing. They're chasing the power. First is the coerce and the conspiring efforts, because no one person can do that on his own. It would take a team or somebody to wire you up, and they wire you up and send you out in the middle of the street. And once you start on the task, most people would never think that it would be as hard. You're chasing the power, but then once you get into the midst of the power, then you say, well, hell, damn, man, you can make money doing this, you can make money doing that, you can make money doing that. Yeah, but then it's not what they call good money.
But Jimmy, ain't nothing wrong with making money. What's bad money, Jimmy? What's bad money? Give me a bad money example.
Bad, it depends on the belief of the person who's.
So it's subjective then.
Because that's saying like if you're in the street, some people say dope money is bad money.
And some people think that's their way of life.
But if you don't go to church, then your belief is not going to be parallel to that person saying that's bad money. So they realize now. So it depends on the believer of the beliefs of the person. That really, really does. That's where it rests at. And it's
Rick said bad money is money gained in a robbery. I'm just talking about in this basketball community, what could be consistent of bad money? And I'm talking to y'all too on the Facebook feed. Y'all the one I'm trying to help. What could be consistent of bad money? My thing is, if it's a demand, it seemed like it's demand. I ain't gonna lie. I used to be saying, man, why y'all doing all these tournaments every weekend? Because I ain't been in there in one of them. But guess what? Evidently it's a demand because y'all keep having them.
Mm-hmm.
Parents, that's what I'm telling y'all. Y'all believe in this system. I know that went over your head. I should have said it because that went because ain't nobody commented on that. And I said this entire system is held up by people' belief in it. Parents, your belief in this system. Because if you're not showing up at this stuff, that's why I don't understand why you're complaining. Unless somebody told you they was going to do something and didn't do it for you. And all I'm just trying to do, Jimmy, because I see this, I'm hearing people talk about it, and I'm hearing them. Does summer basketball have to be this crazy? Does it have to be like this? That's what I want to know. Does it have to be like this? Because the parents, I've been telling y'all got the power. And I'm not telling y'all where not to go and not where to go. So all you event operators don't think I ain't talking about y'all. I'm just saying these parents are complaining about the guys who rank them. We got parents are so hurt. They talking about people. They inventing whole what you call Twitter feeds just to talk about the people in this industry. And that's what I'm just trying to say. Is this industry that bad? That's all I'm trying to say. Because this industry was all right with me. I got in it, got the hell out of it. It was good to me. But Jimmy, I didn't go and try to fool nobody out of nothing and fool them out. No. So all I'm just trying to say, I wish the parents, Mr. Yates, all your clients, or whoever got kids growing up, I want your kids to have a great experience in this thing, man. I don't think it had, Sadea, I don't think it have to be this bad. They was ranking kids back then. But all I said was, and let me tell you something, Jimmy, I know rankings is important. It's important. But if you don't get ranked, that means you got to keep working. It's just a matter. We're not respecting each other. We got parents fighting. They showing a video every week, people fighting and cussing each other in the stage. We got people going on social media just tearing people's head off. Come on, man. What if we had that kind of energy to event, hold up, Jimmy. Follow me, Jimmy. To develop a Twitter page talking about voting and teaching people how to vote. Instead of one that want to talk about Doug and all them. Parents, I'm giving you a solution. What if? What if? And I understand. Summer basketball gave Jimmy his power. Summer basketball, some of you guys I would have never known if you wasn't in summer basketball. And I understand his power. I'm just trying to see, is it a way that we can do it without it being just being so disrespectful. Man, even the gangsters have respect for one another. If you're a made man, you can't mess with a made man. Y'all guys out here killing made people. So it's unbelievable. Me being a person in my position, just going to look at this thing. Every time I see a fight, then I see people on Facebook, on Twitter want to talk negative about people. Jimmy even said, man, I'm in a place in my life now, I might want to bust you in your mouth. Start respecting people again. That's all I'm saying. Man, I'm disrespecting. I'm sorry, man. Let's move past it. I say, hey, homeboy, if you ain't got their numbers, I'll give you the numbers. And I know you don't want these guys to know you the one that talked about them. I understand that. But it's, we just got to do, all I'm saying, we got some 8th graders, y'all. Hold up. We got some 8th graders. No, we got some 7th graders that might not have been contaminated yet in their parents. Jimmy, let's do it. Jimmy, you gonna still make money? All of y'all gonna still make money, but the parents just gonna be more informed. Unless y'all want to keep the parents dumb so you can keep taking advantage of them.
And now go to bingo. That's the bingo. So that, understand, that's the bingo. All you have to do is pay attention. And some of the things that work, it just shows you sometimes many people out there are hypocritical with their selective criticism, with their selective method of criticizing. And all of us probably to a degree. Yeah, all of us. Meaning that there are some businesses, when they come down to the nut cutting time, we cut the ones we look back and we measure them businesses out of what they doing for our people and what they giving, how they giving back. That's some people. That's what your beliefs is. If your belief is predicated on people somewhat tithing in their community, then that's the person that's gonna be revered by you. But if you have no beliefs or concept of that and it don't matter at all, then guess what? That's not gonna be a factor. It's not. There are some people, there are some NBA people. Think about when we start measuring, they start talking about LeBron, and start saying, well, man, you know what, man? I criticized him on the basketball court. That was some people, like a hater, but you know what? I can't even say nothing, man. I can't even get that dude but ups, major props from what he's doing for the schools in Akron and what other guys and KD and Kawhi and Kyrie and other guys have started to do as a movement. And I predicted it 2 years ago. I said, boy, it's gonna be like car washes in the hood, like detail shops in the hood. I mean, once they see one do it, and guess what? A lot of people had already been doing it beforehand. But you notice how more and more start to openly let it be known that they're giving and they're giving back. Well, Kevin Durant just rebuilt the whole damn a boys club or whatever it was in Prince George County. So guess what? Into Prince George County, I don't give a damn. KD never win another championship. To them, he's more likely to be a hero, a life sentence of being a hero. There are some little kids, when we came out and give the back to school drive, some of them kids, I might not remember they walked up to me, but some of those kids that took pictures, I might have a life sentence. That kid might remember when he gets 25 years old, might say, that's the guy, Mom, and telling his wife and his kids, who, that guy there, he the one, I ain't have no shoes for school when I was 12 years old. We went and got in line, and that guy was right there. Or they might remember Robert Hatter III passing out the shoes or the clothes. You never know. But if you're not giving back, not willing to give back, And the people that's why I tell people that complain, just pay attention. Then you still gonna complain and that's it, and you still gonna, then that's on you. Because everybody was raised different ways and have different things they believe in. Everybody. So I understand it. That's why all I can do is just try to make you consciously aware to what's going on. And if you have questions, then you'd contact directly, reach me on the sidebar and about a question to help you interpret what's going on. And that's what I do. I try to at least somewhat level the playing field. So why, as Jeffrey Day said, some people charge $100, some people charge $10. But then some people would rather pay the $100, but as Herb Baker said, well, because they get to go get more bang for their buck. Well, hell, at some point in time, you ain't gonna keep paying that 100. You ain't gonna keep paying that 100. Because if 4 or 5 people get together and say, man, we're gonna pay 10, and we all go over to pay the 10 together. Then that guy that charged 100, know what's gonna happen? He's gonna have to bring his prices down. That's economics at its finest. There's a reason that there's clearance racks in the back of the stores. The clearance rack ain't gonna never be in front of the store. I don't care what store you go in. When you go, next time you go in the mall, or if you go in Marshalls, I don't care where you go. The clearance rack is never going to be in front of the store. It'll always be in the back. You know, so that's something, guys, for you to think about. And then get ready. Now, as we get ready, without further ado, as we approach a couple minutes away, and our little brief overtime session we're going to do today is going to give you the the release of the pools for the Super 16. However, first, Hallie, you can put the email address on the front on the screen. Let it scroll down there for them. That way, if somebody has questions.
Which email address? The Chop Shop?
Chop Shop HTX
okay.
at gmail.com.
Gotcha.
You know, and Chop Shop, and that's all you do. Send questions, and once again, if you wish to remain anonymous, please put it in the email. If it's a question if it's something that you wanted talked about or posed on the Chop Shop, if it's a personal, then let it be known. So I won't misinterpret, or we won't misinterpret the email as it being earmarked for something that is not earmarked for. But you guys understand, it's not an easy task, because you're playing your babies are the pawns in this game. And I understand that somebody at some point will make grown people believe that they are babies. All they have to do is follow this certain prescription, come to work out in this trainer, come and play with this summer team, come pay these dues, and guess what? He could play college ball for free. That don't apply to everybody. The numbers just don't add up. The amount of scholarships that are available. Everybody's not going to Division I. And then you know what happens? The ones that make it, don't go D1, and you find those kids years later, if you ever found one, watch their eyes, how they glow next time, because they are so proud to saying what they're doing in life, and they didn't even have to they didn't need a Division I scholarship in the first place. They went the non-D1 route, and they're owning their small business owners, or they're excelling in their field of work. You see, and then you see guys that went D1, 35 years old. You see them in the working out. What's up, man? I'm going back overseas, man. I'm gonna go back over and play. 40 years old, you still chasing it with no degree. With no degree. So that means you can't even go be an assistant coach at your middle school if you went public school. Can't even go there. Can't even go there. So, hey, man, we can talk all day about this stuff, and we will talk more about it on tomorrow. But first, I want to give you guys, going to make this intriguing for you, Haller. The Super 16 is going to take place October the 2nd through the 4th at the gym, at the gym in Houston. That's located over in the Atascocita Drive, 2325 Atascocita. So what I'm
Where
gonna do
was it
is
at last
I'm
year?
gonna at Yates High School the last 3 years.
What? Oh,
The
you can't
last two
have it
years.
at.
The
Oh, you
last
can't.
2 years.
You can't have it at
Yeah.
schools no more.
Well, not right now. I couldn't
I got
wait.
you. I got you.
I couldn't
Okay.
wait
I
to
got
get,
you.
and then even so, you got to put, not you got to, but we putting extra time between games to sanitize between games. So that means it's going to push the time constraints, and there's no way to get all those games done without being in the gym for 12, 14 hours, especially on Saturday.
Will the games be streamed?
Yes, we're going to stream. We have no choice but to stream these games because we're going to restrict the audience at the gym. It's 4 courts at the gym, so there'll be four games going on Friday evening. I think the first game started like 6:15. I rather 6:15 than 6 o'clock because that means that person leaves at 5 o'clock and then route. They got 15 extra minutes. They won't run. So here's what I'll do. I'm gonna give you guys the pools today, and on tomorrow, we will release the schedule. And the schedule is hot. I'm telling you. Here's the pool. Pool A. It's 3 teams in each pool. You play 2 pool games, and now everybody advances into the same bracket. Single elimination bracket, though. Here's the pool A. Let me know if you see it, Hal.
I got it. Summer Creek, Beaumont United, Bush High School.
That's a nice pool.
Nice pool.
That's a nice pool. Remember, Beaumont United and Summer Creek were in the same district, but Beaumont United is going down to 5A. So this is and the 2 coaches are best friends, so they'll be sitting in the stands, jaw-jacking and talking smack to each other. Coach Green and Coach Coleman. Bush High School. Bush High School. Now, mind you, Beaumont United has a player who Clyde Jackson claims is #1 player in Greater Houston, going to be a sophomore this year, Wesley Yates. Bush High School has a player who's ranked in the top 20 in the country. So they get a chance to be on the court at the same time, opposite each other. They're not going to pretty much guard each other, expected to guard each other a whole lot based on the roles they have with their team. But guess what? They'll be opposite each other. So I'm going to give you guys just what
Excuse me. And let me tell y'all that player's name. Tyler Smith at Bush. Tyler Smith is going to have a chance to play against who? What's the other kid's name?
Wesley Yates.
Oh, Wesley Yates. Okay. All
Wesley
right.
Yates.
Let's make it
Right.
out. Thank you, Sloan. Top 10 in the country. Thank you so much, Sloan. Y'all help us out. Now, come on. What else we got next? I won't be. Hey, please, whoever's streaming this, if your stream break down on that one, I'm going to run you out of bed. I'm going to talk about your bad every day on the Chop Shop. I'm just going to tell you. That game right there, because I'm not coming in there unless I got a hazmat suit on. And I ain't gotten there yet. So keep going.
Here's Pool B.
Yeah.
Pool B, let me know if you can see it.
Manville, Concordia, Lutheran, and Cypress Wood.
Yeah.
Okay. Tell me about
That's
them
cool.
3 teams. I don't know nobody on them teams, I don't think.
Yeah, you do, man. Yeah, you do.
Who?
Yeah. You got Manville, of course, got the big fella, the big Sean,
Sean, yeah,
big
okay.
Sean,
I know him. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Also, they got Mason McBride. They bring a lot. They got Stephen Haynes' son, Zaire. Stephen Haynes be on the Chop Shop in the Boom Boom Room a lot, right? Also, they got Azari Woods, Concordia Lutheran as Trey Miller, R.J. King, Griffin Datcher just transferred over there, right? This is a nice pool right there. Nice pool. Hey, this is Pool B. Once again, just doing the Chop Shop of the Super 16. Pool B. Right? I get that to you so you guys can see it. Now.
Okay. What else we got?
Now, I'm erasing that while you talking.
Oh, you erasing? Oh, okay. I'm messing with my people. So who's over there running their mouth over there? Let me see. Somebody said something. I'm gonna talk about him in a second. Let me see.
Yeah, what they say. I'm getting you ready for
slick. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. But y'all know Jeffrey Day said he ain't gonna do nothing but the championship game. I need every game that Tyler Smith play. I need that game. I need to see it. I'm gonna sit right there and watch. That's who I want to see. How about
What he
that?
say? Who's not gonna do nothing but the championship game?
Jeffrey Day said that he's not gonna do but the championship game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I need.
I want to know, who do y'all think gonna win that pool?
I'm going with I don't know, cause I don't know everybody on the team, so I can't go there. I can't go there.
Well, let's go to Pool C.
All right, let's go to Pool C.
Pool C. Bam.
Westfield, Peyto, and Marion. You're gonna have to help me with them schools.
Well, Westfield, of course, they went to the regional tournament this past year in Region 2, and they have a lot of key pieces returning, including Willie Williams and Peyto. They have the big fella, the big Chuck wagon over there. You guys remember the Chuck Charles Chuckwood, right, over there, and also they got to pick up a transfer from St. Thomas to help bolster that front court. So they're going to be very, very intriguing. Marion is the school that has the kids from the Select One. That's Juice Williams is the coach over there. Juice Williams used to coach Gulf Shores, and he has Ethan Yancey, as well as I'm sitting there racing my updating my dry eraser board for you guys for the next pool. And as Ethan Yancey, of course, the big fellas, Big Doke, and David and all of it. This team on paper is very talented. Now, how they're going to perform is based against this type of competition. Where every game is a real tough game. Time will tell. So, but that's Pool C. Here goes Pool D.
Of course, that Cliff Brook, Elkins, and Houston Christian.
Yeah. Clearbrook, Elkins, and Houston Christian. Clearbrook is a team. That's a district that Dickinson was in, Hatter. Clearbrook is favored. They're favored to win that district this year. Right.
Right.
And they have the little guards that play with the Houston Defenders, the Melander brothers.
What school is that? I want to see
Clearbrook.
them. What school?
Clearbrook.
Oh yeah, I want to see them. I like them.
Clearbrook.
Yeah, I like them.
And Elkins, they have the very talented sophomore, Chris Johnson. Plus Elkins, that's a program.
Who has Elkins got?
Well, they got the starting point guard that's been there on varsity since the 9th grade. What's the young fella's name?
Jacoby.
Yeah, Jacoby.
He's still playing.
He's still there. Yeah. He's still there.
All right. Damn, he's been around a long time.
He been around. You're right. He's been around a long. And I mean, Elkins is good. They got them other pieces. They got a 6'7" on the inside.
Are you right? I got to put something on the screen.
Yeah, go ahead on.
Cause Potbelly Sloan just said something about me, so I got to put his outfit back up on the screen. Hold on. Let's see. Let me find another one. Look at him. Look at Hot Pants Sloan. Hey, Sloan. Sloan looked like he played on Lovecraft. The show came on last night. Hey, Sloan. Hey, Sloan, you was in Lovecraft last night. Y'all got to go see the movie. You know what I'm talking about. Oh, my goodness. He shouldn't have started me, y'all, today.
Yeah.
Especially hold up, Jimmy. Hold up, y'all. Hold up. What the hell is that? I just noticed them little. Oh my goodness! Come on, let's go. Man got on some boy shorts. Now, what'd you say, Jimmy? What we got?
Well, we only got 3 more pools left.
Okay, come on now.
And,
You kind of pissing me off on one of these pools. I mean, you ain't sad enough. Okay, you're saving the best for last. Keep on going. My bad.
Now, Pool E.
Hold up, Jimmy. Herb Sloan look like he'll.
He's like, what? What did he say? I'm not reading it.
Herb look like Herb Sloan look like he'll take that talent walk. Herb, hey, Herb Baker's crazy. Come on, man. Come on, man. Hey.
Now, Pool E. This is the Super 16, which will take place October the 2nd through the 4th at the gym in Houston. Here's Pool E. Shadow Creek,
Lamar, and Sharpstown. Okay.
Yes.
Why you put these guys in the pool?
Well, this pool is intriguing because of the fact that Shadow Creek has Ramon Walker.
Oh, my man. Okay. And
Lamar has Sir Isaac Heron. Sharpstown has Josh Farmer. So all three get to go in the same pool, and they will guard each other at some intervals through that game. Not just be opposite each other. They will guard each other.
I like them three. Oh, so I like them three games.
I like that pool. That way now you guys can get the chance and Lamar and Sharpstown are in two. One is Lamar is 6A, Sharpstown is 5A. So they won't play each other this season. Even though they both are Houston ISD schools, but they won't play. There's no HISD tournament anymore. So that's why I thought that this pool would be very intriguing for that reason alone.
Hey, do me a favor. Whoever you and you schedule it, I'm gonna tell you now.
I've already got the schedule made.
No. If you schedule it right, I might make an appearance. I gotta see Tyler. I gotta see Ramon. Come on now. What else you got? Come on. Come on now. Come on, let me see what you're working with, boss. Hey, you got this one team in here. The fire marshal and the governor gonna shut you. The governor gonna shut you down. So you better watch that.
All right. We're gonna give you guys Pool F in just a second. And Pool F is intriguing as well because
hold on. Thank you, Lawrence. See, that's why I like Lawrence. See, I like Lawrence. Lawrence told me about Summer Creek bringing Javon Jackson, Jalen Jones. I like Javon. Okay, I got to see that too. Hey, man, y'all got to watch this schedule, Jimmy. Hey, Jimmy, you better not put. But all of them fire. So keep going.
Now,
come on.
Pool F. It gives another look because that way Pool F presents an opportunity for for a couple of players who hadn't even played this summer to get a chance to sharpen their mettle against some players who have been playing almost every week. And one, of course, we have Crosby, the Woodlands Christian, and Pearland Dawson.
So tell me what's interesting about these matchups because I know y'all. Hey, Jimmy, I'm watching you, man. Hey, you. Messi Marvin, tell me why you putting them three together. I want to know the connection.
Well, of course, Crosby has PJ Haggerty and Sean Elkington. Those are the
What's the other kid's name?
Sean Elkington. That's the white kid, about 6'7", and he's been doing pretty good this summer.
What about the little guard with the hair?
The little guard comes back as well. Now I don't know. Now remember, Crosby brought back like 4 starters
like him
from last year, and by like 9 to 10 different underclassmen. Crosby is going to be good. However, about 2 of those guys are on the football field. About 2 of the reserve or the key reserve, which we understand. So certain teams they're not at, but they have enough fire. To this a Woodlands Christian. Remember, they have the little white kid.
Wait a minute,
Austin Big.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
And look, Austin, he has a reputation now as the Scott Skiles. The grittiness. Not calling him a pro, but that type of style. He's the kid that don't care about. He's gonna sacrifice his body for damn near every loose ball. And he's one of those white kids that come on the court that quickly earns the respect of the primarily black adults.
Jimmy,
because
he's not afraid. Jimmy, somebody called me about the kid the other day. Ain't gonna mention the kid to me. I got to see him. I got to see it myself. So I ain't seen him play. Somebody talking about, yeah, man, he ain't scared. I said, okay. All right, keep going. So wait a minute. So he gonna play against P.J. Haggard gonna tear his head off.
But I mean, understand, they both are in the top 10 in the area for us, and they're both of one of the top 5 guards in the area.
I like that.
And so this is a good measuring stick against each other.
But what about the
Now,
other team in the pool?
The Woodlands Christian also will have a freshman in uniform.
Okay.
That's probably he's one of the top 2 or 3 rising freshmen in the area. And we talked about him after Ruck on Wood the other week. And so that's going to be intriguing as well.
I got something for you. One more. What's the other team in there? What? Oh, you done raced it now.
Dawson.
So what Dawson got? Well, you ain't said nothing about old Dawson.
Dawson returns. They lose one kid to Westbury Christian, but they return basically everybody from last year. Everybody they return back, and remember I know you heard about that DOYA team with Clyde Jackson them. Well, one of the big kids in the front court that's 6'7", 6'8", for the DOYA, one of those rising freshmen. He's moved to Houston, and guess where he's enrolled at? Dawson. So he makes that front court now. Dawson becomes really sexy. So now,
hey, we got
hold
up, Jimmy.
I got
Jimmy, hold on. These matchups so far, you got Stacy going to come down here. Just make sure you have his media credentials too. Just make sure we put him in there. Put him in right now. Penciling him in. Wait a minute, Doug handle that now.
Yeah, Doug handle all that.
Doug handle that. Stacy.
How about this next pool?
Uh-huh.
Next pool, Pool G. There's 2 pools left. I'm gonna turn this on around for you.
What? Oh, this Pool G.
Yeah.
Atascocita. Oh, Legacy and Goose Creek. Wait a minute. Goose Creek, somebody was bragging about somebody on Goose Creek. Who was the kid on Goose Creek? Jimmy.
Sam Bradford.
Okay.
He's a leader, but they also have a couple of guards. Goose Creek brought back all 5 starters. They got a new head coach, but Goose Creek is going to be talented and going to be pretty talented this year. And I think since Goose Creek is not too far away from that side of town, I rewarded that coach and those kids because a few of them had good summers with the opportunity to play in an event like this. Now, I think for many, Goose Creek may be the sparring partner for those other 2 teams in that pool, Legacy, the School of Sports Science, and Atascocita, which on paper, those are the 2 of the deepest teams in the state of Texas. Understand?
Wait a minute. Hold on, Jimmy. See how messy you are? Didn't John used to go to Atascocita?
Yeah.
That's messy, man. He going to have 1,000 that day. Oh, that's going to be a good game.
He better.
Hey, cause wait a minute. Hold up, my boy. Angel, hold up. Angel played for Atascocita, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Angel.
All right.
You got Angel. You got all of them. You got Caleb Stewart. You got Morris.
That's right.
You got a whole slew of jokers over there. The Atascocita is deep and they're good. AJ Guntz. I mean, this is a good pool. Now,
hey man, I got to go to Atascocita practice one day. I got to see this. I just want to see somebody shooting that ball like that. Got to.
What they saying in the boom boom room?
Wait a minute, who the coach at Atascocita, Jimmy?
David Martinez.
Oh yeah, I know Martinez. Okay, keep going. Yeah, I'm finna figure this thing out. Keep on going, Dawes. Hold up. How many pools you got, man?
8 pools.
Okay.
Now.
Hey, Joseph, I want you to take me to practice. I got to see Angel. Come on.
You gonna see Angel?
Yeah.
And let me tell you something now. The action will start on Friday, October the 2nd, right?
Okay.
And then Saturday, October the 3rd, and they resume and conclude on Sunday, October the 4th. This is the Super 16, the Fall High School Championship. And you can see the flyer with the list on the teams on the front of our website rcssports.com. And of course, while you're there, make sure you go and check out, get you a fix of the VIP news on that website. I'm gonna tell you something. The Super 16 is always a very, very highly anticipated. It's a fun event. Once again, these are basically like watching the horses run around the track with no jockeys on the back, meaning the coaches can't coach them because of this. This is not a scholastic event. And I see you out there. I see you, Stephen Haynes. What's going on, man? We just missed the Manville. Dora LeBlanc, welcome back to the Chop Shop, Dora. We still waiting on Dora to come make her. She says when her son is done with high school, hit his career, she's coming on the Chop Shop, and she's unloading on some folks out there. We still waiting on that day.
Do your thing, Dora the Explorer. Do your thing, baby. Do your thing.
Indeed. And so now, without further ado, the last pool of the Super 16.
Man, I can't stand you, man. I really can't stand you. I'm sitting there. Hey, y'all see what I'm talking about? Just watch it. Just watch this, y'all. Just watch it.
What you talking about, Al? You know, I think you of all the people, I think you're gonna be really, really shocked on this last pool of the
This is a pool or a showcase game?
No.
This is a pool
showcase game. The showcase games is part of the schedule. Those teams will be announced on tomorrow.
Oh, okay. All right, keep going.
The showcase teams and the entire schedule will present to you on tomorrow, and the schedule for the Super 16. But here's Pool H. Pool H.
Cypress Ranch, Kingwood, up a little bit, Jimmy, and Westbury Christian.
Yeah.
Okay.
That Pool H. Remember, Kingwood, you just talked the other day, Heather, when we had Joe Baldridge on the Chop Shop, and we talked about the Kingwood team. The Kingwood team is definitely one of the top teams that you don't know about in the area. And but this Cy Ranch team, let me tell you what they've turned heads at. A couple of weeks ago, Mike Kunstad had his Great American Shootout, right? And at the MI3 Center. That whole team played together and made some noise. That Cy Ranch team, they have a kid from up north in Michigan who moved down to Houston. And he is talented. He's pretty doggone good at it. And so this Cy Ranch team is good. Kingwood team is good. Westbury Christian, guess what they did? I was going to bump them out because JVL Francis moved away to Montverde. But then I looked 2 weeks ago, Westbury Christian snuck into a local tournament and took first place with Chris Felix took first place in Lamar Holt's tournament a couple of weeks ago. So that means they have enough to fight with. They're not that bad. Remember, they got a transfer. They got one kid that left from Hightower. They swapped players. Them in Hightower, swap guards. But this Hightower picked up one from Westbury Christian. Westbury Christian picked up one from Hightower. And so, but that's Pool H. And of course, on tomorrow will be. Dora says she's bringing the Henny. Oh Lord, it's going. You come on, Dora, crank it up. We gonna book you now. You gonna mess around and get booked. You gonna get booked on this Chop Shop. So we can't wait. Matter of fact, Dora, you ought to come break the news as to what's going down with Isaiah for his senior season. And but once again, on tomorrow we will have the schedule for the Super 16. Those pools will be posted, and you can find those on the RCS Sports app. And I will activate those in it should be on there now. It should be. Now tomorrow, once again, there you go. Dora says she's down with the Westbury Christian. Bryson, Chris Felix, and the rest of the crew gonna be in there making. Hey, Alda, when the schedule come out, you're gonna see why Stephen Hayes called me the Don King of scheduling. Watch tomorrow how these games gonna be stacked, and you'll be able to go one court. Remember, like the gym, because they have a big gold court in the back. They got a blue
been
court.
out there in years.
They built a new gold court last year, so it's 4 courts now, not 3. They got a big gold court in the back. They got a big blue court that you knew to always was there to the right, and they had the red and white to the left. It's gonna be off the chain. Tomorrow, when I release this schedule, you gonna fall back in your chair, and you gonna say, I can tell you right now, you gonna go and get you one of them old good 96 masks or 45 masks, whatever the hell the mask they wearing. You say, man, I'm coming. I'm coming.
I got
Because,
it. I'm gonna give me a whole hazmat suit.
Because yes, Hightower High School is one of the teams in the showcase. Yes. So you can book that. And how am I gonna get? It's 7 showcase teams. Hightower is 1. And guess what? Gonna be off the chain. Off the chain.
What is the limited? What is the capacity?
Whatever it is, we're not gonna go over it because we don't know. Because by that time we might be to raise up to the 3. To the level 3 now instead of level 4. So, but we I don't know, but it's different. We're not gonna, I'm not over the place or whatever, but we're probably gonna do tickets in advance. That way, some people that know they'll be taking at their own risk if they try to get there. Maybe I'm
So the teams, so people can't see but their own team.
I haven't decided. I haven't decided that yet.
That's gonna be crazy.
But I haven't decided that yet, Howard, because it's different territory. My main thing has been trying to just get everything together and get these pools together. I've had the schedule done for about a week, and I know, I showed it to Big Doug, and don't none of you people go call Big Doug and try to blow in his ear through the phone and all. They'll get to give you the schedule. It'll be out tomorrow. Just wait one more day. I know some of you guys don't do that, but I haven't really thought on the best way to do this so that everybody can have an enjoyable time. I really haven't. And there's no way because of constraints on attendance to make a perfect solution for everybody. But you have to think about it like this. There are many people out there that maybe be seniors, and they have grandparents that may be handicapped, senior citizens that want to see their grandbabies play. So you have to make an atmosphere, or you should be able, as an event operator, striving to make an atmosphere that could be feasible for the elderly to be able to come and go with a safe environment and use the restroom in a safe manner. So this is the thing. So, I once again, I don't know how we're going to do it, but time in the next couple of weeks, this event is 3 weeks away. I've never released the schedule for the Super 16 this far in advance. Never, ever.
Man, we got to figure this thing out, man.
And Heather, the schedule is right here.
Man,
I know some people.
I told you.
Some people go back and watch the show and try to and widen the screen up. It's a
couple pools I gotta see. I'm just trying to figure out how I'm gonna do it. It's some pools. I got some kids I gotta see. So I'm gonna figure it out, man.
And so also on tomorrow, we always customarily we have a college coach come and join us.
Hey, look at Anissa.
What happened?
She said, rent a big screen and put it on the new asphalt in the back at the gym. Stream the game they can watch from their cars.
They can do all that, and they can watch it from their damn computer and on the streaming service.
No, ain't nothing like being there in that parking lot and get the chance to see BG walk out the building. Hey, they might get a chance to see Bryce. They might have a Bryce sighting around that joint.
Who is BG?
Bryce Griggs. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Hey, James Harden ain't playing, so you know where he gonna be. Hey, hey man, let me tell you something. I wasn't excited at first. Now I'm excited. I like them pools. But I got a surprise for you out of one of them pools. You think you was being messy, but boy, somebody gonna tear somebody's head off. That's all I got to tell you right now, buddy. Now, have a DJ in the parking lot, social distancing in the parking lot, DJ, yeah, Jimmy. Yes, sir.
But on those big screens, they show better in the evening, not in the day, right?
Okay.
So that's the whole thing. If I could see one that can show well in the daytime, that's why a lot of the drive-in movies aren't open in the daytime. So that's another thing. How could you get one to show the big enough that would be able to show in the daytime?
Let's go. Let me process this thing. Let's get out of here.
So that's something to think about. Anyway, guys, get over, check out the VIP news. And of course, on tomorrow, I have this for you guys, and that is the Southwest Exposure Camp. We're going to have recaps. And you guys know, as I customarily do, myself and Big Doug, so just in case you didn't know, at all of my events, and how do you know this? You learned this a long time ago. I personally go through every single score sheet. In case you didn't know, I go through every one of them. And that's why to some people, you only can tell so much by scores, but I was watching games as well. And it helps refresh and supplement the notes that I took. And I'm going through these tonight. And on tomorrow, I'm going to give you guys some recap and have some of the outstanding players that performed this past weekend at the Southwest Exposure Camp, which was pretty damn good over at the training facility on Chimney Rock in the shadows of the Galleria. Shout out to Rick Nelson. Shout out to Henry Sims. Shout out to all of the speakers, including Stefan Leary came out there. I should have took a picture. Matter of fact,
I saw that tight suit.
Somebody gave me a picture.
I saw he had on one of Sloan's suits.
Steph Leary had one of Mr. Furley's on, boy. Remember Mr. Furley? He had a Mr. Furley on. But
Jimmy, I got a question though. Where was y'all at? Where were y'all at? Where was this place? Where was this place taken?
It's right there off Chimney Rock.
Oh, y'all at the Chimney Rock then. Sure. Okay. Tell a cameraman the next time, move the plywood off the damn wall before they take a picture on that angle.
It was plywood on the wall?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But I'm definitely, hey man, you know one thing I like about that event? And like I said, I'm not giving away, we'll talk about it tomorrow. And I told them before, and I spoke to the campers, that's an intimate opportunity. Of course, the games were streamed. That's one thing. But I'm actually there. Doug Jones was there on Sunday. He had a funeral to attend on Saturday. Hell, I had a funeral to attend on Saturday. I ducked out for about 2 hours and went out there and caught the eulogy at the church and over in Acres Homes and came right on back to the facility. But I was there, and it's going to always be an opportunity for certain players to be able to enhance their exposure and get and for me to lay eyes on them. Just because I saw you play, it could have been last week. It could have been Rock on Wood. That don't mean I was paying attention. Don't never take for granted that people are paying attention to your babies. Don't take that for granted. And I explained to them, I'm paying attention for those 2 days. And that I did. And so a lot of kids going to be rewarded with some good ink, with some good phrase, especially those seniors, because I take the senior rankings. And Doug Jones, he does the underclassmen. So that means there are 12th graders, a few of them. And they had one kid that came from Lake Charles, Louisiana. It was just devastated after the tornado, the hurricane. He came from Lake Charles to come to this camp. You had about 5 or 6 of them came from right outside of Dallas, drove all the way down. And participate. And guess what? All the kids left with a bag filled of groceries to last them for 3 days or so. They left it. They didn't know they was getting that. What other camp does that? All the campers left with big bags of groceries. So Fed them free both days. Games went on time. It wasn't 24 kids on one team. But anyway, that's the Southwest Exposure Camp. Go to rcssports.com. Doug has about a half dozen of the seniors that caught his eye. Go check out the VIP news. But anyway, it's time to land this plane for the day and slide on down Dino's back and yabba dabba do this thing. Hatter, man, we'll talk more NFL stuff on tomorrow.
Oh yeah,
we will.
okay.
We'll talk more.
I got you.
You know, on tomorrow. I got a special hat that I know Doug wanted me to put on today. I got it right here. I got another hat that you wanted me to put on. I had right here. I'm gonna wear these. I'm gonna put both these hats on tomorrow. I'm gonna save them right here on the side. I'm gonna wear both of them tomorrow for you, Hatter. I'm gonna wear you and Doug. But yes, yeah. On behalf of Robert Allen, I'm Jim Hicks, guys. This is the Chop Shop. Share the show. If you hadn't done so already, please do. If you're going on YouTube and you watch us on YouTube, make sure you give us a thumbs up. Subscribe to our YouTube page. It is really important. B. Scott, I want to give thanks to her, shout out to her, and of course, make sure you watch tomorrow, B. Scott, because I saw a kid that wore number 77 that I paid attention to yesterday, and that number 77, I ain't gonna tell you his name. I will tomorrow on the Chop Shop. You guys hang right there. Time to yabba dabba do this thing. We up out of here. Peace. See you in 22 hours.
Jim Hicks, Rob Hatter, you are now tuned in to the Chop Shop. I'm Retro. Let's get it. We in the Chop Shop. We live in the Chop Shop. We talking sports talk. We live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop. I'm talking sports talk. So turn your dials up. It's live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop. We live in the Chop Shop. We talking sports talk. We live in the